In Diggle, we usually spend most of our time in our personal workspace, but enterprise customers also have access to a company workspace. A company workspace is a company-specific environment where you can easily publish and distribute Diggles for other employees to run. A typical use case for a company workspace would be if an HR department creates workshops and courses and publishes this so managers can run it for their employees. Today we'll have a quick look at how we can administer a company workspace. I've created a company workspace for Diggle, so let's have a look. First of all, I'll go to the bottom left and click Manage Workspace. Here I can see and edit basic settings like our workspace logo and name, and I can also set custom colors for content creation, so I can easily access our brand colors when creating new content. This is also where I can administer my users. As you can see, I'm an admin in the workspace, which gives me full access to all controls and actions. I'll add a colleague of mine so we can have a look at the different access levels users will have to a workspace. As you can see, the default here is run only. A run-only user will have very limited access to the workspace and are not allowed to edit, delete, or publish any material. The main purpose of a run-only user is to run Diggles that has already been created. So as an example, you can have your communications department create a training course for a new corporate messaging initiative, and then you can give all your managers run-only access to the company workspace and they can run the workshop with their employees. Next on the list is an author. An author has full access to create, edit, delete, and publish Diggles in the company workspace. A typical user might be someone who works in HR, learning and development, upper management, or anyone else who will create and publish material. And last but not least, the admin. An administrator has the same access as an author, but in addition to this, they can also administrate the users in a company workspace. I trust Lars, so I'll give him admin access for now. And now back to the workspace itself. As you can see on the left side, our workspace can have public and private projects. This is just a simple way of controlling user access. Anyone with access to the workspace itself will have access to the public projects, while a private project requires to give permission to specific users. This allows me to easily publish material for every user to access under public projects, and to easily limit the amount of users who will have access through a private project. To give my workspace some more structure, I can click Create Project and choose if I want it to be public or private. If I select private, I can also give specific users access right away. I can also create folders within the different projects to keep everything nice and tidy. Once my projects and folders are up to date, I can choose to create a Diggle directly in the workspace. But if we're several people administering the workspace, it might get a bit cluttered if we're all working on new Diggles directly in the workspace. So a better option might be to work on Diggles in my own workspace and then only move them over to the company workspace once they are ready to publish. If we go back to my own workspace, I can select the Diggle I want to publish, and I can choose Move To and select the company workspace, the project, and the folder that I want to move it to. And that's the basics of managing a workspace.